Hi guys, Kate is here and I'm in Vancouver. I highly recommend to visit this city. I really like it. It's one of my favorite cities in Canada because it's a great combination of weather and convenience. This city is super convenient. Public transportation is amazing. You can rent a bike. There are many biking lanes and everything is perfect. Today is super hot. That's why I'm hiding under the tree. I cannot even breathe because it's plus 30 degrees. However, it's still beautiful. Many tourists right now. I wanted to talk about three provinces. So since I've been living in these provinces and also I've been visiting British Columbia a lot, so I wanted to give you some update and also some information basically, so then you can figure it out if it's good to live in these provinces or not and which will be the best choice. So since I'm in BC right now, I'm in Vancouver, I wanted to talk about BC first. So what I know about this province, based on my experience and based from my friends' experiences who are living here, I can say it's very beautiful, very scenic. I've been exploring Vancouver and British Columbia a lot, and I really like it here because the weather is amazing. You will not have harsh winters, obviously, but the life expenses are kind of high, I would say. First of all, if you want to have an apartment or let's say rent an apartment, so the average price will be $1,500 per month. And if you want to live in downtown Vancouver, so it will be more expensive. If you want to live in Nanaimo or Victoria, it will be a bit less, but still the prices are kind of crazy. One of my friends, she's living in an apartment right now. She's renting one bedroom, and also she's sharing the apartment with her roommate, so she pays $1,000 per room. She's living in Burnaby. So yeah, this is the prices. Well, in Saskatoon or let's say in Calgary, you'll pay $500 per room, or let's say $1,000 per apartment. Depends which area you're living in or which place you're staying at, right? So this is the one. And also if you want to have a car, so car insurance, it ranges from $150 per month to $180 per month. So it's on average, usually per year you will pay $1,800, so which is also significantly more expensive than in Saskatchewan and Alberta. So in Alberta and Saskatchewan you will pay like $120 per regular car insurance. So the rest as food and entertainment here, food is pretty much the same. I found that the prices are really similar. As for entertainment, of course you will spend more money if you're living in Vancouver because there are a lot of temptations, and let's say if you want to go to restaurants, you will spend a lot of money. Also there are a lot of things to explore and visit, and you have to pay the money for that. While in Saskatchewan, let's say it's easier to save the money, as well as in Alberta, it's easier. So I would say British Columbia is the most expensive province to live in. Of course, it depends on the place that you are staying at or the city. Vancouver will be probably the most expensive city in Canada. But still, I think it's worth it because it's very beautiful. You will have a lot of things to explore and so many beautiful places. While I'm staying here, I saw many beautiful beaches and also there are restaurants, mountains. So I think this place is ideal to live if you have money, of course, or if you have a good job. So then you can pay for everything. As for housing, let's say if you want to buy the house here, it's almost impossible if you're just a regular person because even one apartment costs like $1 million. If you want to buy the house, so it will be also like $3-5 million, unless maybe if you live a bit outside of Vancouver city, so then the prices may be different, but still it's very hard. I would say in Alberta and Saskatchewan it's easier to buy the house, so the choice is yours. Welcome to Saskatchewan, guys. I live in Saskatoon and it's one of my favorite cities in the whole Canada. A lot of memories. I've been studying here and I've been living here for 4 years, so I can tell you a lot and compare with other provinces. So let's compare with BC and Alberta. Let's start with taxes. As for taxes, it's 11%, 5% is federal taxes, 6% provincial taxes. So it's not that bad. Compared to BC, it's 13% in BC, here is 11, in Alberta is 5, so of course it's better. But anyway, the life is pretty affordable here. As for renting, so let's say if you are going to live here, you can rent your apartment for pretty good price. I would say one bedroom apartment can be $750 or $800. A two bedroom apartment will be $900. Within this range, if you want to have a house, so it can be $1,200. Compared to BC, of course, is cheaper and more affordable. As for car insurance, it's also cheaper because you will pay $115 a month, or let's say 1,200 is a regular insurance for a year. As for life and convenience, I would say public transportation is not as developed, let's say like in Vancouver. However, you have to have a car here. You can use the public transportation. I've been using it for years when I was a student. However, it's totally fine, and it's better to have a car, of course. It's more convenient. Saskatoon is very accessible city. You can drive around, and everything is so reachable. You can go to another part of the city in 20 minutes. You'll be just in your destination, so everything is really convenient. Another thing is winter here. So many people, they don't like the weather here because the winter is pretty long. I would say 5 to 6 months, and sometimes it's very cold. It reaches up to -40, -60. Of course, it's not every day. Some people, they think it's like a North Pole, but it's not. I can tell you from my own experience that it's manageable. Some days are pretty cold, some days are totally fine, and actually it's pretty dry here. So if you're going to live here, you would not feel that much cold. Winter is nice because there are many sunny days and a lot of snow, so if you like winter activities, this place is for you. As for summer, absolutely beautiful, very nice weather. Sometimes it's super hot. You can swim. The weather is pretty nice. As you see right now, it's the end of, I would say, August, and it's pretty warm. I'm in my t-shirt and I feel amazing. So this province is pretty good if you're coming here with a family, let's say, or you don't have a lot of money, so then here you can survive. Another thing is provincial nominee program. So many immigrants, they're coming here because it's easier to immigrate. So Saskatchewan provincial nominee program is working pretty well. So I noticed that many people are coming here as the first point in Canada just to immigrate. But later on, maybe they move if they don't like it here. So that's why this province is pretty good for immigration, and also you can find different kind of jobs because sometimes in big cities, in bigger provinces or more developed provinces, it's very competitive. Here you can start your life, and for me it worked pretty well. I was working and also I've been studying here, so actually it worked pretty well for me. Some people also, they like this province because they can buy houses here. Also, mortgage is very good, and let's say compared to BC, you have to have millions dollars to buy the house. Here it's the prices are less. You can buy the house for $300,000, $400,000, and some people, they come here because of this reason as well. Welcome to Alberta, guys. I'm in a beautiful city of Banff. You can see gorgeous mountains behind me, and I love this city. I come here many times and it's still not enough. So let's talk about Alberta. It's only 5% of taxes you have to pay, so no provincial taxes, 5% of federal taxes only. As for rent, it's pretty much the same as in Saskatchewan. So for one bedroom apartment, you will have to pay $800. In Calgary, will be pretty much the same range for rent as in Saskatoon. And if you're a student, you'll pay $500 for a room. If you want bigger apartment, it will be maybe in the range for $1,200. As for the life, very similar as in Saskatchewan because it's like prairie land. The only advantage I see in Alberta that it's very close to the mountains. If you live in Calgary, like 1 hour drive, and you're in mountains, it's amazing. If you live in Edmonton and you will be in Jasper, I really like this option, and you're close to BC as well. I like the location of Alberta. So the life is very similar as in Saskatchewan, let's say. Lifestyle is very similar. I lived in Alberta for 2 years and I've been working there, so I can compare pretty well. Winter very harsh, the same as Saskatchewan. It will be -40 in winter. Sometimes it's very cold, but sometimes it's pretty nice as well. If you live in Calgary, there are Chinook winds and they will affect the weather as well. As for living and lifestyle, people usually like winter sports because very close to the mountains you can go and skiing, snowboarding, whatever you like to do. In summertime, people come to Banff. They like hiking. They like different activities outdoor. So yeah, people usually are active and they like to do different things because it's close to the mountains. The nature is amazing. So this is a very big advantage for me living in Alberta, as well as taxes. You have to pay a very low tax rate. Also, there are a couple of good universities, University of Alberta and many different colleges. It's pretty affordable as well as for living and very close to BC. So guys, it's up to you which place to choose. It depends on your preferences, depends on your budget as well. For me personally, I really like BC because it's a great combination of lifestyle and like city and as well as nature. It's amazing for me. But of course, it depends on your job and how much money you have to make there in order to pay for everything because it's pretty expensive. But these three provinces are good, and Alberta and the Saskatchewan is good for a start, as well as BC. If you have funds, you can easily live there. So go to explore, go traveling. It's very interesting, and my advice before you choose the place to live, you have to go there. You have to feel the place, how it feels like, how you feel comfortable. The same what I did right now. I just explore different kind of cities, explore different places. So it's kind of a good experience because at the same time you can understand how it works, and also it depends on jobs. So once you find a job, of course you can live anywhere if your salary is pretty good. So it's up to you guys. Make your choices, and if you have any questions or anything, please comment below. I'll try to answer as soon as possible, and please subscribe. That would be amazing. Thank you.